What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know that I am. What day is it? Okay, so today is Tuesday, August 25th. We're second day into Aria's virtual learning, which seems to be going very well. Yesterday was how can I say this? It was stressful, but it wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be. It was a little bit more coordinated than it was last year whenever they shut schools down. Um, but yeah, I I'm very proud of my daughter because yesterday she got in, even though it was frustrating. She did throw a little bit of a fit, but she went ahead and she finished all of her work yesterday. And then we got an email last night saying that she got 100% on everything that she did. And I don't know what scale they're grading it on, but I think it's just upon completion. A lot of things were just basically whether or not you do it. There was also there was that frustration, and then let's see. So last night I watched the RNC, which seemed to me that they were basically reminding people what Trump has done, and basically reminding people what Joe Biden has done, and it was just basically making statements about their past history, what they've done for the country, what what they haven't done. Before I actually watched on a Republican channel, I decided to go look at a leftist channel, whatever, just to see what they were saying, and there was really no facts being uh, stated the whole time. And I tried researching what they were saying, and the lady or the commentator on there was basically just talking a bunch of crap about how Donald Trump was bad, blah blah blah. And I realized that Donald Trump probably doesn't have the cleanest past whatsoever, but I do think his intentions for this country are good, and that's just my opinion. Just judging by what was talked about last night, what he's done since he's been in office, um, and I mean, if you just compare them like to Obama's administration, what they did, and Trump's administration, I mean, Trump's administration trumps Obama's administration. So I just, with that being said, I didn't watch the whole DNC, but I did see clips here and there, and it was a lot of people were saying that it was doom and gloom, and that's what it seemed like. There was nothing talked about how we are actually going to. There was a lot. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of suggestions, but there was nothing that was talked about how we are actually going to fix the issues of this country. On the other hand, on the Republican side of that, they were talking about what they have done and what they hope to do in the future. Like there was talk about like this is what I want to do, and or this is what we want to do. They were talking about a lot about opportunity zones. They talked about a lot about how Trump has brought a lot of people, Americans who have been seized by other countries or captured, brought over 50 of them back. And I don't know if that's in this last year or in just this administration alone. But I mean, it gave me hope. There was a lot of positive talk about America, about unification and everything. So that's my feelings on it. I just feel like there was a more positive vibe going on with the RNC. Obviously, I'll probably try to watch that again tonight, see what the second night holds. Um, but that's just the vibe I got. So I try to listen to both sides. One side was just talking a bunch of crap about Trump. The other side was talking, they just compared, like not and I hate it. Both parties do it. I hate it when they both badmouth each other. But I think for the Republican side of things last night, they were just basically stating facts. Like, look, this is what Joe Biden has done. This is what Trump has done. This is what Trump wants to do. This is what Joe Biden wants to do. If Joe Biden gets in office, this is what's going to happen. Blah blah. They just basically were stating facts. Like, this is how this works. And I like that. It gave me hope. It was less crap talking, if you will, and more just stating facts. Like if Joe Biden gets into office, socialism and communism is going to be is probably going to be a thing because that's what he's running his platform on. So I don't know obviously I'm a conservative, so I swing towards the right side of things, but who knows? After that, I basically stayed up all night long. I don't know what happened outside of my house last night, or if anything happened at all. All I know is my next door neighbor's dog was going off and off and off, and usually she'll go off for about an hour, and then she'll shut up. She all night last night. I usually get up at like, the last couple of days I've been getting up at like between 4:30 and 6. Today I got up at like 8:30, because I had to get up several times last night, and yeah, it was frustrating. I had to go there and basically get on to my neighbor's dog, and of course they don't wake up. I don't know if they just let it happen, or they don't say anything, or because I didn't see them go outside once. I went outside like 3 or 4 times. So I tried to get her to shut up. Obviously couldn't. She just barks at everything. And so I ended up waking up late. And then I got up this morning, and my daughter was already doing her homework, working on it. She just now got done with it. She's been doing really, really good, staying on top of it. Yeah, I think she's enjoying this virtual learning thing, where she gets to do this stuff on the computer. Today she did some games that consisted of doing math. We were kind of worried about having her out of school because of socializing, but she's got a lot of neighborhood friends that she plays with, and she's going to be going into piano this year. So yeah, I feel like, and obviously we have a church community, so I feel like she's, the whole relational thing of her socializing thing, with her getting out there and actually talking to people is not going to be an issue. I don't think it is. Obviously we have some people in our church around her age. The people in our neighborhood are around her age. It's not like she's missing out on, we're not locking her in her bedroom and not letting her talk to anybody is what I'm trying to say. So I think she's enjoying it. I know she would rather be in school because she did make a lot of friends last year, which is sad, and I hate that for her, but I'm just not going to force my kid to wear a mask all day in school. I can't. There's so many, I have so many opinions about the whole mask ordeal. Like, I get that we're trying to save people. I get that we're trying to be considerate and respectful to the people who are more likely to die from this, but there's a lot of things that don't match up. Death rate is lower than the flu, yet we didn't take these precautions for the flu, and now we're being told that if you don't wear a mask you're stupid and you just don't care about humanity, which is silly. I think it's really, really silly. So I think the whole mask thing is stupid. I'm not going to make my kid wear one all day long. And not to mention, with a lot of the stuff that doesn't make sense, oxygen deprivation. Wearing a mask all day cannot be good for your brain cells. Your brain needs oxygen. This is how we operate. We go outside. Trees have photosynthesis. They put off oxygen. We breathe in the oxygen. We put out the carbon monoxide. That's how it works. It's a symbiotic relationship between us and nature. That's how that works. Now, and I learned that in school, but I don't know if they're teaching that in school these days. Apparently all logic goes out the window when it comes to anything these days. So I don't know. I can't. I'm not going to subject my daughter to that. I want her to be able to walk around without a mask, and that's the way she should be able to, because there are a lot of people who died for our freedom to do that. So I digress. I'm going to get off of that. Moving on to my non-dairy diet that I'm on so far. Day 3, and I'm feeling way better than I have. I don't know what it is, but ever since I took dairy out of my diet, I feel like, yes, I sweat easier, but I cool down faster. Right before I started doing that, I was playing outside with a neighborhood kid across the street. We were playing wall ball, and it was 90 degrees outside, and I was barely sweating. And I don't know if that's because my athletic ability has gone up, or if it's just because I was having, like, I was on the verge of a health issue whatsoever. But ever since I turned, like, just standing out here, not doing anything, just talking to you guys, like, I'm slightly sweating, and it's okay because now I'm starting to cool down. But yeah, my skin's a little bit clearer. I have had these issues on my arm right here, where this discoloration on my forearms for the last couple of years, and it looks like they're going away. It does not look as bad as it did. My digestion seems to be better. When I went to go to the bathroom earlier, smoothest number 2 transaction I've ever had in my life. And I don't mean to get into too much detail about that, but I'm just saying, like, it just felt better, felt more natural. And I don't know, last night for the first time in a long time, I actually had a dream. And I remembered the whole dream when I woke up. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that I took that out of my diet, but I haven't had a dream in a long time. And the last time I was having dreams on a consistent basis is when I went vegan, which obviously going vegan cut out my dairy, and I was having consistent dreams every single night with that. But yeah, I just feel a lot better. I feel leaner. I did notice my weight go up to about 215. I was sitting at, okay, so I got up to 215, and then checked myself again this morning. It was about 210, and then last night I was actually at 208, and my weight has never fluctuated that much. Usually it's within a couple pounds. Usually I was sitting at, like I said, I was sitting at right around 215, and you know, as hard as I would work out, I could burn 1,000 calories a day for like 20 days straight and not lose but like 5 pounds. And it just seemed, which is okay, but that would also mean that I would have to actually burn 1,000 calories every single day to continue to lose weight, rather than having to work my butt off that much. How about we cut out the densest calorie that I can think of, which is dairy. A lot of dairy, cheese, everything is densest calorie. Like, you can take an ounce of cheese and an ounce of any kind of vegetable, and it's going to have 3 times, maybe 4 times the amount of calories. Even though you have the same volume of stuff over here, the cheese is going to have like 4 times the amount of calories. So I figured the smartest thing I'm going to do is just get rid of all the cheese and then just kind of try to stay away from fried foods, because obviously oil, a tablespoon of oil is like 230 calories. Or you can eat a burger with a bun, grilled, with lettuce, tomato, onion, and avocado, and that will be about 230 calories. So you get a burger this big, or you get 2 tablespoons of oil, which has hardly no vitamins or minerals in it. Or you get this big burger that has all these vegetables on it, whatever. Same amount of calories, more food, and it just makes sense to me. I would like to be able to eat until I'm full and be satisfied, and not have to worry about gaining weight and then just wake up one day and I'm just like completely overweight to where I cannot be of assistance to anybody. So that's kind of where I'm at. I feel better. I feel lighter on my feet. I'm moving around. I don't feel as congested. Whenever I drink water, I feel more hydrated. My skin feels so much better. It's soft. It's not oily. It just feels really good. I just feel really, really good. And I don't have, like, obviously I have dry feet. But I mean, you got to be really super hydrated in order to get rid of dry feet. But it's easier to stay hydrated. I don't know if it has anything to do with cutting down the oils in the oils and the fat in my diet. I don't know what it is. But with that being said, I am liking where this is going, cutting this out. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. That's the update, what has happened since yesterday, since I uploaded my last video. If you guys want, like, subscribe, comment, and or share. Be sure to go check out my other social medias. Again, my Instagram is buddy_Lee_Cunningham, and you can find me on Facebook, Buddy Lee Cunningham. Now, if you look that name up and you see like 3 or 4 different Facebooks, it's probably because I kept forgetting my password and I just created a new Facebook several times, and then I finally got my original one back. So the Facebook, if you are looking for the Facebook, you would need to go to the one where the picture, the profile picture is me, my wife, and my kids sitting on the porch. And that is the one that I'm currently using. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless. I hope y'all had a wonderful day, and I hope your guys' first week back to school blows over with ease. I know it's going to be frustrating. I know it's way different than when it was last year. It definitely is for us. So I'm just praying that all the teachers don't get too frustrated. Just take it one step at a time. And I pray that goes for everybody. I pray that y'all just take it one step at a time. If you don't understand something, ask questions and keep asking until you understand. That's it for today, guys. I love you. God bless.